I just PR'd my clean at 141 kilos, but I've never squatted over 150. They say that strength and speed are skills, and I think that my issue with squats is primarily skill based. Around the time of that shrimp squat at the start, my power clean was 125, my clean was 124, and my front squat was 120. But I was also front rack lunging 130 to 140 kilos for multiple reps. It just didn't make sense. Obviously there are some limiting beliefs there, but I definitely picked up some bad habits and ingrained some pretty glaring technical faults. I don't think I really knew how to create and maintain tension on the ascent. And I started to figure this out about 18 months ago when I tore my ACL, and I was very limited with what I could do. So to squat, I just pieced the range together. I did some partials that were much heavier, and I did some assisted full or fuller range squats to regain the range. Rehab quickly started to look like training, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm piecing the range together using a partial Anderson squat, zombies, and thruster variations. The tall cluster stops me spending too long in the bottom, and it makes sure that I continue with the intent on the ascent all the way up. Once speed starts to suffer, I move from progressively lower hangs until I move from the ground, but I continue with the cluster constraint. It's much easier to set yourself from the top, and I'm hoping that this transfers to my cleans from the floor, which it does. So 108 was a PR, and here is 110, which is also a PR. After this I move on to full cleans and try to carry over the same intent. 115, easy, couple of seconds rest, 120. This week I decided to just add 5 kilos each attempt until I got to 135, hit 138, and then go for 141. At 135, I started to rock back to my heels a little bit in the bottom, and 138 wasn't the prettiest, but I needed to get that 141. I have a tendency to over pull the barbell as well, and this is probably my better attempt at 140 or above. My lacking squat strength also explains my higher hip position, I think. Don't worry, I'm not ignoring the elephant in the room, which is my squat. So I did 12 singles, one every 50 seconds at 120 kilos. This is a progression I found very useful since the start of the year, so don't throw any shade because I know it's a little bit unconventional, we'll say. After these 12 singles, I just did some zombie squats